All right. Are we ready to get into the next one? So much news today. In a story that really just kind of like tickles that spot, just that it's a feel good story, if you will. X reports 11 million EU users, EU loser losses in 6 months under Trump's leadership. I love this. I love to see this. So, X, the social media platform owned by Elon Musk, lost around 11 million users in the European Union over the past 5 months, primarily between October 2024 and March 2025. It's weird. It's like something happened in that time frame to just completely make a lot of people abandon ship. So this is going to be a blind spot issue for sure. So when we look at our bias distribution, you can come over here and check and see it says 70% of our distribution leans left, 20% is center, and then I guess the other 10%. It says 10% right, but yeah. So not very many people on the right are picking this story up. I don't know why. It's so weird. But factuality is 90%. So we will go over here to the article that I have from the Rio Times. I'm pretty sure that on this one I wanted to pick up like I picked up the only right-leaning article that I could because I thought it would be funny. So we're gonna read the article from the Rio Times, which says that it leans right, but it does have a high factuality rating. So we'll come down here and read through and get a perspective from both sides. Like I like to do that occasionally. I like to pick up a right leaning topic from the left side or a left leaning topic from the right side and just kind of get a little bit more perspective on it. So from the Rio Times, Elon Musk's X, formerly Twitter, has lost 11 million users in the European Union since October of 2024, according to the platform's latest mandatory transparency report under the EU's Digital Service Act. This fall, representing a 10.5% drop in just 6 months, signals a major shift in European social media behavior. France led the exodus with 2.7 million fewer users, followed by Poland, Germany, and Spain. Even smaller countries like Lithuania and Luxembourg lost a quarter of their X users. These figures, disclosed directly by X, show a clear trend. Europeans are abandoning the platform at an accelerating rate. The drop in X's user base stands in a stark contrast to Musk's claims of global growth. X's worldwide monthly active users now stand around 95 million in Europe, down from over 105 million before Musk's takeover. Globally, Musk claims 600 million users, but the official EU numbers cast doubt on this figure. The loss of millions in Europe, a key market for advertisers and influence, challenges X's business model and future relevance. This European retreat comes as Musk's business interests face mounting pressure on several fronts. Tesla sales in Europe have plummeted. The first quarter of 2025, Tesla deliveries dropped 37% compared to the previous year, with Germany seeing a 62% fall, France down 41%, and the Netherlands and Sweden both reporting drops of over 50%. Only the UK saw a small increase. These declines occurred while overall European electric vehicle market grew, highlighting the specific rejection of Tesla rather than a broader EV slump. Here in the United States, though, people just want to call it the EV slump. They don't want to say, "Oh, people don't want to buy Tesla." It's just people don't want to drive electric vehicles. That's BS. My brother just bought a brand new electric Fiat. No joke. Analysts point to several reasons for these sharp declines. Musk's close alignment with Donald Trump and his high-profile political interventions have alienated many European consumers. His public statements and political donations of over $250 million to support Trump and Republicans in 2024 have drawn criticism and may have contributed to the falling trust in his brands. You think? Musk's role as an advisor to Trump and his leadership of cost-cutting initiatives in the U.S. government have also been widely reported in Europe, often with negative reaction. Musk's fortune has mirrored these setbacks. His net worth peaked at $486 billion in December of 2024, but dropped to $330 billion by March of 2025, a loss of more than $150 billion in 3 months. Jesus. Think about that $150 billion that Musk lost, think about like if it was just distributed amongst the world's people, like what kind of good that would do. But that's just me, tubes. The collapse in Tesla stock value, down from 1.5 trillion to below 900 billion, played a major role. SpaceX remains Musk's most valuable asset, but his influence in Europe is clearly waning. Is SpaceX even publicly traded? Like, I understand that it's money for him, but if it's not a publicly traded company, it's not like, I don't know. Anyway, the numbers tell a simple story. Musk's strategy has cost him dearly in Europe. Both X and Tesla face shrinking user bases and falling sales, while Musk's personal wealth has taken a significant hit. The European market, once a pillar of growth for Musk's ventures, now represents one of his biggest business challenges. I hope he takes that to heart. But yeah. So like I said, just a little feel good story for you there in the morning, and going over the numbers. Yeah. Hey, Cousin Matt here. Thanks for checking out that clip from Nightly News This Morning, a show I do live on this channel on Tuesdays and Fridays at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you like the content, please drop the video a like. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And I really do appreciate your comments. I'm really looking forward to having a discussion. I'd love to know what you think about it, and we will see you in the next one.